Minimal Musings. Depression's a strange thing. Okay, so I feel I should preface this with some information about myself. I suffer from bouts of mild depression. About once a month I get into a state where I start to feel like everything I do is pointless and that I'm a worthless piece of existence. These times are like a huge contrast to my usual happy-go-lucky self, and happen with such regularity my friends have taken to calling it my man period. Now, while I describe my current grievance as mild depression, during my third year of university, a series of events caused it to be upgraded to plain old depression. And by this I mean full-on, permanent, med-prescribed, sad face, wanna die, depression. It was a real struggle, but by the end of the year I'd relegated it back to its mild status, and the experience formed into a few pieces of advice which I follow to keep the bouts mild. So now, when I'm mid-period, and looking for something to muse about, I shall spread my advice. I know some of these are obvious, but whatever.
Number 1. Get it into scale.
It's always important to try and remember the scale of how you feel. You might feel worthless, but remember you've got at least one person who enjoys your existence. Even if you don't, you've got the rest of your life to do whatever. If you do something stupid, you might miss out on that moment in 5 years, where you're doing awesome. Which brings me to...
Number 2. Focus on the future.
If where you are right now sucks, and where you've just been sucks, there's not much you can change about it. What you can change is where you'll be tomorrow or the day after. Remember your dreams, where you want to be in 5, 10 years from now ideally, what you'd be doing, all of that stuff. Focus really hard on where you want to be rather than getting lost in the negatives of where you are.
Number 3. Do, stuff.
I don't know about everyone else, but when I'm depressed, everything seems pointless. I mean, I'm a massive gamer, but even the allure of a pentakill seems boring. But I've learned that it's important to do stuff anyway. Personally, I find going to the gym or other exercise often helps pick up my mood for a couple of hours at least. But the first step's often the hardest. I wish I could give better advice on how to move yourself into doing something, but you just need to force yourself into starting to do it. Work on those dreams, exercise, and fap furiously, I don't know. Whatever keeps you busy and occupies you in your thoughts for the next half an hour or so. Hell, the honest truth is, I got most of this video written and recorded due to an overwhelming urge to impale myself on a traffic light. And finally,
Number 4. Talk it out.
I'm sure everyone ever will have said this, but I'm just going to reiterate. Find someone to chat to. Just have a good whining session to a friend or an acquaintance or a hobo or whatever. Don't feel like you shouldn't burden your friends with your shiz. It's better out than in. Besides, knowing your friends, they probably owe you something anyway. I can think of quite a few times where a quick Facebook chat with a good friend has brought back a bit of spring into my step. Step? I thought this video wouldn't have any of those. Well, there you have it. My little advice weapons against the evils of depression. Hopefully I helped out. If you like this, subscribe, like, and share it to anyone you think it might help. Ethan out.